Oh, I love Mondays. Hello, we're back. I'm back, walking home. It's Monday. We have what? I get off school 2 hours earlier because I'm supposed to have 2 hours of just silent study time, which really isn't anything. So I can take the bus and then just go straight home because they have a bus there. And so I'm walking home. Guess we'll kind of talk about Luxembourg, how we went yesterday, and it was fun. I'll actually start off with the Saturday because we had a Thanksgiving dinner. Well, Thanksgiving for Americans, because the Canadian Thanksgiving was in October. So, but I still went because they invited me, and I was like, why not? And I was gonna go with them to Luxembourg the day after, anyway. So, all worked out fine. There was about 16 people they invited, and honestly, the food was amazing. They found a turkey somehow, and they had ham too. It was great, but how do I say this? It's of course it's not like the same as being in America or being in North America, but it was still great. I loved it. It was nice. We had a lot of stuff, and funny enough, we watched Argentina beat Mexico like during dinner, and we had a Mexican there, and she was sad. She was pretty much scared that she was gonna get like, you know, yelled at by Argentinians because they lost. But God, I'm home, so I'll talk to you guys when I like get settled. So I guess we'll kind of take it outdoors because why not? I don't know. I thought it'd be fun. Record outdoors, take a little walk in the backyard because it's finally not raining. It was raining for the past few days, and like, what do you call it? Um, like at the point where you can't really go outside and do anything. But nice. So I was talking about Thanksgiving. Had a nice dinner. The Argentina game, all that. But also, funny enough, they were making sweet potato with marshmallow on top. They because they didn't have like a what do you call it, torch gun, they couldn't really heat the marshmallows up. So the way that they put it in the oven. The marshmallow layer caught, apparently, like, okay, it wasn't on fire in the oven, but once they took it out, it just like started lighting up on fire. So they had to blow it out, put the like throw the marshmallow away because it was completely burnt, and then we pretty much just ate sweet potatoes at that point. But yeah, it was all fun. It was amazing. We didn't sleep until like 3 a.m. because we had like a whole sleepover. I watched my Raptors and then watched my Maple Leafs before going to bed. Thank goodness both teams won, or else I would not have slept. And then the day after, woke up at 9. Well, I woke up at 8:30. I woke up at like 8, and then everyone else woke up at like 9. Left the house at 9:15. We went to Luxembourg. It was fun. It was fun going to Luxembourg. I don't know how I can. I don't know how exactly to say this, but it was very fun. It was like, we didn't really have that much time there. I think it was like what, we stayed there for like 6 hours or so. No, less than six, like 5 hours, because they had to leave early because they came from Charleroi, near Brussels, like what, 4 hours from where I live, and then so we left early. I came home, watched Canada lose, and get eliminated from the World Cup. No, I was honestly happy when we scored that first goal, even though I was like, you know what, we're probably not winning this game at that point. Because even though it was 1-0, I was like, Croatia is one of those teams that's known for, like, once you score a goal against them, they'll light you up. So that it was like that. But yeah, Luxembourg. I love. We went to 3 Christmas markets. Tomorrow, no, 21st of December, we're going to another Christmas market 3 days after my birthday in Aachen, in Germany. But it's organized by Rotary, and we're going there. We're gonna have a good time. Hopefully, I can buy some Christmas stuff, and it's nice. And I don't know what else I say. Don't know. But oh yeah, well, good news. I was like saying about like basketball games and all that, how I might not play games this year and all that. Well, now I have the news that I am able to. I can, but I just have to wait till my birthday because I'm going to be playing in a higher age division type of thing. P3 because of the fact that they don't have a team for U18 and I'm too old for U16, so then we just got to do all that. Went through a whole process just to play basketball. You know, at first I was so surprised when they asked, because now I realized they take like these sports seriously because what do you call it? Like they're learning on all that. Their education system is set up to like not really include, they include sports in their education system, but it isn't like as big of a part as like Canada or America. Whereas in Canada, America, you have like 10 sports teams per school, and you would have like 3-4 hours of sports per 3-4 hours of sports per week. Whereas here it's just 2 hours, and then the rest you just do yourself. But when you play games and all that, it's all very serious. You have to get permission. You have to get medical clearance. You have to get you have to have your ID card for them to check that you're at the right age, that you're able to play, you're like eligible and all that. And also they had to contact some type of federation of like in Canada for like basketball and all that, in order to give me clearance to like be able to play and just be like, oh yeah, no, don't worry, we'll let them play and all that, which is like honestly you wouldn't see in Canada because like for example school teams is just like you make it, or for example outside of school extracurriculars you're on the team, you pretty much don't have to go through like all the professional process, I'd say. But you know what, it was fun to go through it. And what else am I gonna say? But yeah, so that's some good news. Yeah, other than that, Thanksgiving dinner, Luxembourg, Christmas. So Thanksgiving dinner, Luxembourg. What else? I really can't think right now. Luxembourg. I think that's... Oh, no, yeah, Luxembourg. We had one heck of a ride to go to Luxembourg. Took us a bus ride that was supposed to be originally be 25 minutes, 30 minutes. That would have given us a time to get a train, and then that train goes to Luxembourg. We would have arrived at like 11:50. But instead, the bus driver was this is like the most unprofessional bus driver I've ever seen get hired. My man, okay, it was one route, it was just a highway and all that, you just go straight there. He had to use a GPS, and on that GPS, he doesn't even understand what the GPS has, I don't think. My man went, okay, so there's, for example, like a roundabout. That was our first like missed turn. He missed 5 turns, and at the end gave us 20 extra minutes, so we missed a train. We had to walk an extra 20 to 40 minutes to another train station, but thank goodness we met 3 other people going to Luxembourg, 3 other like university students going to Luxembourg. So lucky for us, we actually made it there. But normally we should have arrived at like 11:50, but in the end we arrived at 12:38, and it wasn't really that fun. But the way that we the way that he missed the turns, a roundabout, I don't know if he doesn't have sound or whatever. I wanted to go and help him because I also had like Google Maps on, just like, bro, what is this guy doing? I wanted to help him, but then I was just like, nah, I'll just mind my own business, because like these type of drivers, because the way that he acted when we got on the bus, it just felt like he says, I don't care if you say anything, like whatever. So I feel like if I helped, he wouldn't have even listened. But it's so funny, the roundabout, I'm like in the middle of the bus, and then he's driving the front. I can see his screen clearly, that signifies that you should exit in this like roundabout. You should exit here. But instead he goes like this, and I was just like, where do I go? Okay, here. So he starts going up, and going up. What happened there? after it went up, the Google Maps, I think he used Google Maps. Google Maps just decided, you know what, we're gonna recalculate your like location and just redo it, the entire thing. So I did the entire thing. I was like, what time? He's like, it's not possible. He literally yelled, it's not possible, when like he just doesn't read. And afterwards, he didn't turn at a place, and then he was just like, how are you recalculating again? He drove into a forest with like a tiny road that would just fit the bus. And he was just like, what is this? It's not possible. Why am I here? It was so funny the way he acted, but at the end we did get to the right station. He did something else though. He I don't know if he's like just like trolling us, or if it was like, you know, he actually didn't know, but he went to 2 wrong stations before getting to the right one. There was 3 stations around that area. 2 of them, like, you know, were wrong, of course. So what he did, he was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna just go to this station because it says it's the station of the train station. So I go there. And afterwards, he was just like, oh, I'm at the wrong station. Goes again, turns. I was like, there is no way this is the right station. Stops there, and then I was just like, yeah, it's not the right station. And he was like, hold on, let me pull out Google Maps again. He looked at it, and I was just like, well, it's like, I'm speechless. I'm speechless about him, and he was speechless about his like Google Maps reading skills, I guess. But it was funniest experience. It was probably the funniest experience I've ever had with like public transportations. And honestly, I hope in the future we never encounter something like that, because it's really, I don't know what to say. It's really like not boring, but it's what my English skills. It's really annoying. There we go. It's very annoying that you wouldn't make it to the place that you want to go in time. But yeah, and I guess I do have like one last thing to say. Whereas like, you know, Canada played Belgium and all that, I was surprised after the game. Every single one in my school, I think my host dad, they were all saying, oh, Canada deserved to win that. I got a handshake from this guy who was like, if Canada wins, he's gonna stop playing soccer, watching soccer and all that. He was like, hey, Canada played amazing, they should have won. And I was so surprised to hear that, because I didn't get to watch the game. Our train got delayed, and I got to watch like what, the last 2-3 minutes. So, you know, I don't know what happened, but apparently they pushed. They were like, Canada was like good, but apparently their only like thing to work on right now for 2026 is their consistency. Playing like this 90 minutes throughout, and once they do, I think they got a good chance at, I don't know, top 16 probably. But you know, it's like that sometimes. And we also had like an amazing time, because that day, the day of Canada versus Belgium, we went to a mine, and I got I got some coal on my face. No, but it was the guy played like a prank type of thing. He was like, come here, like whatever, this is my friend. And then he rubbed not coal, but like, you know, it was like black paint type of thing on my face. And but it was when we were about to leave. We didn't get on the train at 5:03, so we had an hour. We just walked around the town with a bunch of friends. We took a wrong turn, but turned out to be the best turn we've taken in our life. Wow, best turn we could have taken, because we got to a bubble tea shop. We were all like, oh my goodness, bubble tea, because we all love bubble tea. Went inside. It was fully decorated in Belgium stuff. I had a Canadian tattoo here, and then a Canadian flag as a cape, and they were just like, oh, Canada, Belgium, and we had like a good picture. They followed us on Instagram. We followed them back. It's a whole like, what do you call it? It's like a whole thing. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and see you guys tomorrow, or see you guys next week. I'm not sure, but yeah, bye.